A quiet revolution is happening in football, and at the heart of it is a recent rule change. This is how, over the last 5 years, goal kicks have completely changed the sport. There are an average of 16 goal kicks in a Premier League match, making it the third most common set piece behind throw-ins and free kicks. And yet, until 2019, goal kicks had largely been taken without much thought. On most occasions, teams pushed everyone up and the goalkeeper smashed the ball as far as he could. Then, in summer 2019, IFAB changed the rule around goal kicks, meaning that the ball no longer had to exit the penalty area before a player could receive the first pass. It was radical. The number of goal kicks being taken short has more than doubled since 2018-19 in the Premier League. But in the past 5 years, the law change has birthed a range of trends, including hastening the rise of man-to-man marking, the hollowing out of central midfield, and the tactic of playing over the opposition press. Those three themes were highlighted by UEFA's technical review of the 2024 European Championship. Examples included Slovakia luring England into a full press and almost scoring via direct play up to their striker, and the Netherlands creating an overload in the middle of the pitch against high-pressing Austria. The impact of the rule change was underestimated by many, said Arsene Wenger, the former Arsenal manager, who is now Chief of Global Development for FIFA, World Football's governing body, in a review of the rule last year. It was introduced to make the game faster and more spectacular, but even more has changed. The main attraction is to attract your opponent as far away from their goal as you can and try to play through. If you can play through the first pressure, you have a whole half of the pitch to be dangerous. But how does a trend like this start to proliferate in such a quick space of time? And how has it become just as normal to see a centre-back passing the ball to the goalkeeper as the other way around? That's something Arsenal regularly do, with defender Gabriel playing to keeper David Raya before the latter punts long towards Kai Havertz up front, with Mikel Arteta's midfield racing forward to support the next phase. Previously, when teams had to pass out of the box from a goal kick, they would often have to play across their box, giving the opposition a chance to press, while also locking themselves into one side of the pitch. Now, with the defender and goalkeeper able to exchange passes inside the box, possession remains dead central. Most teams bring midfielders to the box now, and it just makes the space much bigger to defend, says an analyst at a major European club. It is so hard to be compact as, if you want to get pressure on at the top end, the midfielders are having to match midfielders, which naturally opens up space behind them. The question you are asking the opposition is, are you so keen to get pressure on us that you're going to leave yourself 3v3 or 4v4 at the back? Teams realised they had to commit more bodies to force it long, which explains the rise of man-to-man pressing. One of the most effective teams in the first few seasons after the rule change were Italy's Inter Milan under Antonio Conte. Conte prefers rehearsed passages of play and took advantage by constructing moves that ended with long balls that forwards could run onto. Germany's national team have been creative in their use of goal kicks. In this example against the Netherlands in March 2024, goalkeeper Manuel Neuer edges forward with the ball while his midfielders move out from the centre to drag their markers wide and open up a central passing channel to Havertz. The ball from Neuer is the trigger for the supporting cast to coalesce around him, with Havertz's layoff springing a 4v4 opportunity. The new rule gave coaches a blank canvas to work on and has produced many variations in how to try to gain an advantage in build-up. Southampton manager Russell Martin has been among them. In this example from a game against Swansea in the 23-24 season, one centre-back drops in line with the goalkeeper, receives, and then waits on the opposition striker pressing him before playing a return ball to the keeper, who had pushed up 10 yards so he could be used as the spare man, just like another centre-back. While coaching Shakhtar in 2020-21, Roberto De Zerbi regularly had his team play out with 4 players inside their penalty box, drawing the press in before finding the spare man after they had lured the opposition players to one side. And before succeeding De Zerbi at Brighton, Fabian Hürzeler attempted various high-stakes routines on his way to promotion from the German second division with St. Pauli, again using the goalkeeper to advance the ball after a pass from a defender, with the result that long kicks went even nearer to the opposition goal, with the team higher up the pitch when contesting second balls. All of these teams vary their approach, as does new Liverpool head coach Arne Slot. When his Feyenoord team played short with the intention of cutting through the press, they did it in a much bolder way than most. Here, against Nech Nijmegen in the Dutch top flight earlier this year, Feyenoord had goalkeeper Justin Bijlo stand still with the ball and delay his pass until the very last moment, and centre-back Thomas Bielen is trusted to dribble across his own penalty area and wait for his space to present itself. There are clear risks associated with these exits, which explains why setting the bait with a pass to the goalkeeper and then going long has become the go-to strategy for most top teams, with the initial risk offset with a more percentage play immediately after. It may remain the tip of the iceberg, but just a few years after this rule change, the innovation is already turning a simple restart into a weapon.
If you like this video, please consider subscribing to the channel. The Athletic is home to some of the world's best sports journalists, including David Ornstein, Daniel Taylor, Ollie Kay, Amy Lawrence and James Horncastle. With the latest transfer news and insight on every Premier League football story that matters, theathletic.com puts you inside football. And you can try it for free now for 30 days. See the link in the description.